Hello beautiful angels. Welcome to guidance for October. Let's clear the air with this beautiful stick of incense. And the name of which this incense is, I don't know. But it's definitely going to do some clearing. Imagine you can smell this beautiful scent that's blowing in the wind here. Just feel as though you are centered and grounded in your being, in this present moment, in your earthly body at this time. The theme for October has been popping up in my mind all day, and the word I'm going to say is going to trigger a lot of people who live in the country of South Africa and probably other countries too, where power is something that hardly exists. The theme is power. And hilariously, these days, we have less and less and less power daily supplied to us by the people who are supposed to give us power. And the theme is not about electrical power, really. Although we do need to sort out a way of generating our own electrical power without the use of taking advantage of Mother Earth's minerals, and rather harmoniously working with the elements in some way or another, which is something that I have no idea how to do because I'm not a power technician person thing. But the theme is actually about personal power. When to say yes and when to say no, when to accept and when to stand your ground. October is a month where a lot of people celebrate the dead at the last day of October, Halloween. And this is very important. It reminds us that we aren't the first people to set foot on this planet. That there were people before us, and before them, and before them. And we need to take that day, or many days, however long it takes, for us to give thanks to the people who came before us, who walked this ground, this earth, who swam in the seas, who explored the lands, before we arrived here. When we do that, when we remember our ancestors and the ancestors' ancestors' ancestors and the spirits of before, we bring the power down into ourselves. We remember what they achieved, what they lost, what they did and didn't do. We don't remember as though we're remembering it in a storybook, but we feel it in our soul, in our bones, in our essence. And that gives us power. That gives us what we need and the information that we need to carry on doing whatever it is that we are doing for the betterment of the planet. I've also noticed in my personal journey that I have been less creative recently. There's been a dip in the creative juices department, as I want to say. And I feel like I'm not the only one who feels this way. I feel like it is almost global to an extent, where there's this cap that's been put on our brains, on our connection, our source connection. It's as though we need to integrate our own internal energies before we receive inspiration from the divine. Because once that cap is lifted and once that portal is open for us to receive inspiration and the epiphanies that we are used to, it's going to be a lot more intense. It's going to be something that we all are going to have trouble integrating into us if we don't take a time out beforehand. So we're being forced to take a time out before this big bam of inspiration starts flowing into us from all over. I've been meditating less. I've been doing all of my spiritual practices less. I've been present and just exercising, being present in the moment and breathing for now, and just knowing that I'm here right now and there's nothing I can do about tomorrow or yesterday. I can only change my world in the moment that I am here right now, which is all of the time, which is tomorrow, and it is yesterday, and it is in an hour's time, and next year, and hundreds and thousands of years ago. They're all now. Timelines are shifting, and we have the ability to shift them in the direction that we want them to go. We no longer need to sit in a place that makes us feel uncomfortable for longer than we need to. We do need to feel the uncomfortability, but we have now been given the opportunity and the tools to swiftly move through the uncomfortability and to find a safer, softer landing for us to feel and be secure in ourselves and in our physical bodies. Our physical bodies are changing. You may have noticed weird aches and pains in the strangest of places. You don't even realize there's an organ underneath your left toe, but apparently it hurts. Or like pains, emotional pains that you didn't even realize you had, or didn't realize something triggered you until something happened and you're like, wait, why do I feel so triggered by somebody saying Happy Thursday? It's because the veil is thin now, and we're conversing within the spirit realms as well as the physical realms. So as I'm having a conversation with my third dimensional human friend, having a cup of tea on the side of the road, at the same time, all of our spirit guides are conversing with each other. So even though the person I'm talking to says, "Can I please have one sugar in my tea?" Yet the person's spirit guide is saying, "No, put honey in the tea rather." And then I go and put honey in the tea, and the person's like, "Oi, but I didn't want honey. I wanted some sugar." I've noticed that too in my conversations. I think people are saying things to me, and then when I reply, they're like, "I didn't say that. Like, what are you talking about? I thought that. That was kind of creepy, but I didn't say that." Telepathy is really broadening its horizons. It's not what we used to think it was. It's not directing your thoughts into somebody else's consciousness. It's your emotions. Well, it is that too, but it's expanding. So now it's your emotions. You can think of somebody in a light, in an emotional sense, like, "Oh, I miss so-and-so," and then you get the phone call from that person. That's the usual way of doing things. But it's way deeper and way more complicated than I can word in English or in any language. It's a multi-dimensional telecommunications system that has been here for millions of years, not just thousands of years. The way that the pine tree over here talks to the oak tree over there. They don't have phones, they don't have internet, they don't need satellites up in the sky to direct their conversation back down into their phones to send to their friend. It's in the air, it's in the ether around us. And once you start working in that energy, it becomes easier to receive information from non-humans. And those non-humans being beings that are unseen by the natural eye, or animals, or plants, or elementals, or whatever it is that you really want to communicate to, with the intention, and in harm none, do as you will, for the greatest good of all, you will start to be able to receive information from whatever is around you. And that even means man-made items like a tin can. You can ask the Coke can that you're drinking, hopefully you're not drinking out of a Coke can or any of that sort of nasty substance. But if you are, or whatever it is that you're consuming out of a container that's been made by humans or factories, you can tap into the energy of that container and find out its life process, where it came from, the minerals that were mined, where that mine was, where that mountain was, where the people were taking the aluminium out of the ground, or whatever it is they do. I don't know. But I hope this makes sense. And it was weird. I was going to pull cards. I've got my cards right here, all of them. But like, I don't know. I feel like the information was about power, personal power. But I will pull a card for us. So just to close off the personal power thing, we are stepping into our power. We're taking our power back. Okay, let's do this exercise quickly. Take a nice deep breath and close your eyes. Center yourself. Feel the gravity beneath your bum or beneath your feet. Feel your connection to source through the top of your head. Feel the sun as the sun pours down into your crown chakra, illuminating you. Ask Mother Gaia to return to you all the power that you have lost over the years, centuries, millennia. Ask the sun to increase that power to the highest octave that your physical body can handle, for the highest good of all, for the progress of your spiritual self and your personal journey, to uplift not only you, not only humanity, but existence itself. And just breathe in this personal power, returning back to you. Breathe out any powerless situations or memories. Let go. Breathe in your own inspiration, your connection to the divine. Breathe out fear and doubt. Come back to yourself. Come back to center your physical body. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. We are more powerful than we have ever been told. All the storybooks of old have said that everybody else around us is more powerful than us, and we are just the muggle humans doing our bidding for the gods of the day, which could be whoever it is who thinks they're cooler than us. Let's pick a card. Oh, that was very quick. Wow, okay. We've got the deer, gentleness, and diplomacy. Number 22. Imagine yourself as a deer right now. How beautiful and elegant they are. How light on their feet they are. How powerful their bodies are when they run really fast. And how little they need to feed off for such a big body that they are. And they're always aware. Their ears can hear very far. They sense danger before danger senses them. And they can get out of sticky situations pretty quickly. Unless they don't. And then someone gets a meal. Be diplomatic in everything you do. And the more you embrace your gentle side, your feminine yin qualities, the more you start to receive and accept and believe that you are more than they told you you could be. You are so powerful. You are so loved. You are so needed right now, and give yourself a break. Give yourself the time that you need, the care that you need. Don't worry about what any other human has to say about your life. You are exactly where you need to be. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this journey. And if there's anything in this video that I've made now that resonates with you or that has helped you, please share it with your friends. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and click the notification bell so you are aware of every upload that I make, every little bit of information that pours out of my soul that waits for your soul to receive it. I love you. Thank you for being on this planet at this moment. Aho. Until next time, have a beautiful October. Bye.